to your shade plants, a lot of folks are doing containers, which is really great, and it's nice because you can move them around depending on where you want them.
And especially if we have frost.
Especially if we have frost.
You just pick them up, bring them in.
Bring them inside.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a container of shady plants.
Yeah, so I've added to the collection of different plants that you have for shade. So just take a look at the difference that you can have in shade and the variation. You can go from blooms to really funky different things. Now, Tracy,
they're gorgeous.
Big color in the shade is white because white reflects the light. So it's actually a great color to work with in shady spaces as well as pastel colors.
Okay,
so let's do a green and white container.
Green and white.
You pick what you want.
Sure you don't want to go blue and white?
Nope, green and white.
Okay.
You pick what you want.
All right, so
start with height,
I want to start with these because they feel so cool. What's this one called?
Oh, this one here is a cool thing. This one here is called a ponytail palm.
Ah, it does look like a ponytail.
Yeah, it's actually a ponytail fern, forgive me. But that one there is a fantastic little, and it does look like a ponytail. So we're going to start
beautiful.
off with,
do you want it in the middle?
We're going to do it in that one, but I'm going to do the work for this one if it slides out.
Thank goodness, because
this is going to be the fun part.
Manicure.
I didn't even test this yet. It's going to be, it's built in there.
Is it going to come out?
No, it won't come out. It won't come out.
It'll do it. It'll do it.
We're going to go to, no.
I don't like that plant anyways. Let's do another one.
Is ready to go?
Nah, we don't need it.
Let's go with a hosta.
Okay, that one looks good to me.
Hosta, will it come out?
Will it come out?
Yeah, please.
You know why? They're all so cold.
No, you know what it is? That one was so root bound that it just wouldn't come out. So we're going to go with the hosta like that.
Okay, so you like to put the, the height in the back sort of
back end or middle.
Yes.
So then what we're going to do is we're going to go with green and white.
I like this one.
You want to do another hosta? We can actually do a container. I've actually done this many times for shade, where it's just a bunch of hostas in one pot. So these guys are going to fill out in time, and with that, it's going to give you a really nice amount of color.
Well, what you have to think about, though, when it comes to these containers is, unless you want to put a billion plants in here, you want the big ones that are going to take up a lot of space, right?
You do.
I'm always thinking practically.
And remember that you're using potting soil. So you always want to use a soil that has a little bit of perlite within it.
Okay.
And also what you always want to do is work your way down. So you're going to put some thrill, which we're going to use that for some thrill.
Right.
And then we're going to put some fill, which we've already done.
Can I put this in there?
If you want to put some tuberous non-stop begonias. These guys here are great for shaded spaces. What we're going to do is we'll put 3 of those guys in.
I feel like your wife. I just sit here telling you what to do.
Well, I'm used to it.
Yeah.
So we're going to put 3 of those in.
More of those, please.
Yep. And you,
and faster.
Is there anything else that you kind of strike? How about anything else out there that's striking your fancy right now?
Well, like this one, okay, so if we're going to go with white, I would either do this or I would do these cute ones back here.
Which cute ones
look at this one. This huge one.
Oh, you want to do
Is that too big? Do
always
this one.
Size, always size, always size, always size. So we're going to do a hanging basket right now too. This is what's neat, guys, about hanging baskets.
Okay.
So we can take a 10-inch hanging basket.
He's going to make it work. He's a good
husband. And what we're going to do is we can make this guy a little bit smaller. So we're going to go in really quickly and we can see where this guy has been separated, right? So there's all your different plants, see?
Yeah.
All of a sudden I'm peeling it apart.
Good.
We're just going to snap it right there. And all of a sudden I can go and I can take this basket, I can cut it right into 2. And then what we're going to do is for those instant gratification gardeners out there that want immediate impact, there you go. So
good, put that in there. Now, are there any plants that you should not be putting in a container because maybe they need more space for their roots and this is just going to be way too compact for them?
Well, what I will tell you, I'm going to add some soil to that at the end and water it, of course.
Yeah.
But what I will tell you is that hostas as a perennial will come back year after year in a container.
Okay.
Any evergreen in a pot will freeze too solid, and a pot's really not good to overwinter in a container. You want to pop it out of that container.
All right.
But many different perennials, if they're it depends on your zone. If you drop a couple zones in terms of hardiness, they'll overwinter in a container fine for you.
Okay.
But sometimes, what's even nice with the containers, you can take a basket, like a hanging basket. Like, look at this, fuchsias and part sun. Very beautiful, and these guys here are really easy. And sometimes by just putting one, and remember, whenever you're planting a pot, you saw me ripping the plants apart there.
Yeah.
We always want to make sure that we're ripping the soil mass up a little bit. I'm going to pop it in, move the soil up.
And why do you do that? Is because you want those
because
roots
what happens
to be able to thrive in there?
Is with this, when it being in a container, the roots will just grow like this.
Yeah.
If I plant it in the container without breaking the root system up, they'll continue to struggle around each other. By breaking the root system up, what I've done is allowed it to kind of expand its footprint and expand its little bit of growth to go through as well.
Okay, very nice.
So sometimes the fuchsia, you could add in, for instance, the fuchsia like this, you could add in tuberous begonia, a little bit of lamium in the front. You can play with color, play with containers, and if your pots don't slide out, you can always pick something else, just to let you know that.
I like what I've done here, quite frankly.
Yeah, you did a great job. But
Thank
see
you.
how easy that was?
That was so easy.
Yeah.
It was always this easy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
That's why they call it manual labor.
Manual labor. Let's go to break. More coming up.